Oh, there we go.
Drip. Whoa.
I look like a lesbian?
No. Thanks a lot, Dad.
No.
Yeah, no, mine used to beat me.
Produce. Cute doggy.
Alright, what's up, y'all? Welcome. We got another mukbang for you today. I got my boy David So back in the kitchen.
Welcome to an episode of Send Foods, everybody.
Yeah, pretty much the extended uncut Send Foods.
Ooh, uncut penis is the best.
Are you circumcised or uncircumcised?
I'm not.
You're not circumcised.
I'm not. I don't think Bart is and Joe is. I think all three of us are. Oh, Casey too. He's also uncut. So we have our little turtlenecks.
Wow, yeah, I guess so. Not even turtlenecks, fucking like all the way up.
If you have an uncut penis out there, make sure that you clean and care for it more, because some of you are fucking disgusting.
Yeah, I heard. Well, let's eat this cheesy pasta first.
Okay. Speaking of cheese.
So I ordered a whole bunch of pasta from a spot called Pasta Sisters, which is near my house, which is so great.
It's so fucking good, man.
Alright, so, and since we're doing a mukbang, I took the excuse, because normally I avoid, cheese and creamy sauces, but I ordered all the creamy pastas this time. This is a creamy pesto on a tagliatelle.
You ordered gnocchi.
Bro, not only is this gnocchi, this is a 3-cheese gnocchi.
Oh man, pimple and farts, here I come.
Oh my god.
Look at this. Seafood and clams.
Seafood spaghetti. And this is a truffle.
Oh, I could smell it already.
And this is just like a chicken, I think like a piccata situation.
I'm gonna get some a little gnocchi, man. Just talk about it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh, we haven't done that in a while.
I know.
Oh yeah. You know, when I was doing the oh yeahs, everyone thought I was doing it to for like some YouTuber. It's girl named Alyssa Violet. They're like, oh, shout out to Alyssa Violet for the oh yeahs. I was like, dog, I'm not doing her. I'm doing a porn star who I know. No, I don't know her, but a porn star, this Filipino girl who she always sounded like that when she was like getting fucked. She was like, oh yeah, Danny, oh yeah, your dick, oh yeah. That's what I was doing.
That's a typical porn star thing.
Yeah, Lily Ty is the one I'm talking about. So look.
Lily Ty's a classic.
Yes,
dude.
bro, and her voice, oh yeah, fuck me, I'll tell you wanna fuck me, oh yeah.
Yo, I only know like classic porn star names. Lily Ty, Tara Patrick, but she is fine.
Tara Patrick, that's she's white, yes?
No, she's Asian, dude.
Oh.
She's like the finest Asian super porn star.
Tara Patrick?
Yeah, man.
Okay, I guess I need to.
Beautiful. And I was reading this article about her, I think it was on Maxim, how they were doing like some kind of weird porn scene back in the day, and they were doing it next to like an active volcano.
Oh, shit.
And the camera guy, while he was shooting, burned his fucking foot, and then she was so turned on by that she fucked him in his hospital bed.
What?
Yeah. And then I masturbated that story.
That's amazing.
It was awesome.
I sent you that clip of the crazy porn, right? Where the girl
Talking about the Japanese? Look at this.
Oh, you got a whole hometown buffet plate right there.
Vegas buffet. Why hometown?
This is what my heart goes to.
When's the last time you've been to a hometown buffet?
Man, probably like 10 years.
It's been a while, huh?
Yeah.
Hometown buffet though, their fried chicken hella good.
Stuffing's really good too during the holidays.
Let me get this pesto though. That's so good. Everything. Pasta Sisters is so fucking fire.
They're really good, and it's not like because there's my I have my fair share of like bougie Italian spots I go out here. Like Osteria Mozza is my shit as well. Very like bougie.
Nancy Silverton.
Whoever that is.
She's the chef and the owner of your business.
but it's so good, right? Pasta Sisters, I feel like it's more like hole in the wall spot. Not bougie, but everything is so bomb.
It's not bougie, but it still has bougie flavors to it. This thing has blue cheese in it, a little funky. I love it. Then what is this one? This one's so good.
It's a creamy mushroom situation.
Oh,
Baby, come get some, please. Yes.
So Chia is 13 months pregnant. The child still hasn't come out yet.
Can you imagine?
Oh my god, to be pregnant for 13 months?
I honestly feel like my pregnancy is going by so fast.
You know what's so fucking annoying when
So fast.
not Gina, what's her name? Gio got pregnant, right? And she was telling me all these like side effects as being a pregnant woman.
Yeah.
This is the same shit for a fat person. So she was just saying all this stuff, and I'm like, bitch, that's me for 30 years. What are you talking about? She's like, my ankles are swollen. When I'm tying my shoelace, I can't see my feet, and I'm sitting here just pissed off. Like, are you fucking making fun of me right now? Like, this is my everyday.
This is my life. And guess what? This doesn't end for me.
Tomorrow, the next day after that. She's like, I get heartburn every day. I'm like, same here. Random acne, same here.
Diabetes, same here. You know that's a common thing for pregnant women.
Really?
It's called gestational diabetes, where we just...
Look at you learning.
Oh,
things.
baby,
Okay, what's in here? I can eat this, right?
Yes, that's just cheese.
Okay. Sorry.
Yes, no, I'm just trying to make sure it doesn't mess up your sweater.
What?
So what happens is, in their, what's that thing?
Placenta?
In the placenta, it produces like increased amounts of fucking glucose or whatever for the baby, and then if the liver doesn't like create the insulin to balance it out right, then they get diabetic. Is that right?
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
so.
that shot sounded right as fuck.
I literally just read this last night, so I'm not exactly sure if I said that right.
Babies just be messing you up, dude. That's all they do.
It's something about your body not making enough insulin
Yeah.
for all the extra whatever.
Glucose, yeah.
Yeah.
They're just parasites. They're just sucking the life out of you.
Literally parasites.
Yeah. Yeah, they're gonna suck the life out of her for 9 months, and then they're born, they're gonna suck the life out of me for 18 months.
There it is.
Wallet and life.
18 years. Is that what you mean?
Oh, I messed up my joke.
No, you said 18 months.
No, I just let it go, dude. I got it. I understood.
No.
But at first, for a second, I was like, what a terrible father. Huh? Only 18 months, and they're like, hey,
Yeah,
fuck
I'm
out of here.
gone after 2 years.
I like how he just tossed the baby over your shoulder, Tim. Get out of here! Is that bread?
Yeah. Hey, you want some wine or water, or what do you want?
Let's do wine. Are we doing pasta?
I think we should.
No. We eats all the eats and we drinks all the drinks.
All the drinks. Oh man, can you believe that show's like, it's like probably like almost 3 years old now?
How fucking nuts.
Yeah, bro. We filmed the first ever episode on my channel in February, like 3 years ago.
Dude, time goes by fast, man. That feels like it was yesterday.
Oh, the mushroom?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Fire, right?
I'm super excited. You know, he's like a food connoisseur. I'm a food connoisseur myself. And if you don't look like it, then I look the part. But other than that, yo, I'm ready to get down.
No, it's okay. I throw up.
And you know what's even nuts? It's like you had two people that were part of that, me and John, that were extremely fat when we first started. On
And now it's just you.
Hey, listen, I lost a lot of weight too.
No, you look good.
He lost so much weight though.
How much weight have you lost?
Oh man, like 180, 90.
He lost a 6-foot man out of his body.
That shit crazy.
John looked like he soaked his body in salt water for 30 years. That's how fat he was. That fool was huge. I didn't realize how big he was. I'm so proud of that dude though, man. Can you imagine?
Dog, that's amazing.
Yeah.
That's amazing. Cause like John, cause it's not like John loves food like we love food too. You know what I'm saying? And he was losing that weight, dog, while filming these send food shoots with us. When we're like, all right, y'all, go in, and he's like, all right, well, I'll just have a piece of what is that? Is some chicken there? Okay, I can have that. You know?
Proud of him.
It's crazy.
I have not been able to stick to a diet to save my life. Once I lost like the 70 pounds, I'm like, this is it for me. I don't need any more.
Well, cheers. Cheers to Send Foods.
Yes. Cheers to John for losing all that weight.
Cheers to John.
You know, I had a very random thought the other day.
Tell me.
I was thinking about this where I was like, you know, when you first had sex, right?
Yeah.
It's probably the worst dick that you've ever given in your life.
But I've definitely had I've given bad dick on other occasions, but that was also up there with the worst, yeah.
Up there with the worst, right? And now that time has passed, we've gotten so much better. What if there's a clock where we could just go back in time and then go into the body of us when we were younger and then re-give that dick back?
Let me tell you something, dog. I think about this all the time. not like I don't wish I could go back and like have sex with the women I used to have sex with, because of course I'm happily married. My wife is beautiful.
Yeah, it doesn't do with love. It just has to do with pride and
Your
ego.
pride. But there's so many times, of course, where like I think back and I'm like, this poor girl went the rest of her life telling her friends that Timothy Taylor Ghetto gave her the wackest dick she's ever had.
Exactly.
And like, And if I was single, I would 100% be like, you gotta give me another shot. Mm-hmm. We gotta give it another go, bro.
I'm a better person.
Yes, I'm a better everything. I would have ordered better food for you off of the menu. You know what I'm saying?
Because you know, when you're younger too, especially for me, like I don't think any guys really talked about how to give pleasure. It was almost just about just getting the pussy, right?
Right.
So there wasn't any talk about how to do it, what you should do, what women like. And most of the time, the advice probably should come from a woman.
True.
You know?
I mean, that's what a lot of the questions were on my Dear Day La Ghetto. You know what I'm saying? But here's what kind of fucked me up too. Like, when I would be giving these advice videos, I would be talking about my experiences, right? But then when I had my time when I was kind of like hooking up with people, there's no real time to get comfortable, right? So it was like, when I was having my fun and these girls had seen these videos of me talking about sex all the time, they expected me to lay down some like amazing
Crazy
dick.
Oh,
right?
shit.
And then, but I'm there and I'm like, in actuality, bro, I'm not comfortable. I'm almost kind of like, I don't know what she likes because this is all new for me. So there's like definitely a handful of girls out there who like are just like, wow, this was, I wish I could take this back.
And then you start crying. No, but that's the hard part too. I think that was whenever, let's say if I hooked up with somebody random, right? I definitely had to be crazy drunk because I have anxiety. And so I always had the fear of like, listen, I don't know what she likes. I don't know if she's going to communicate. And who's going to if you're both drunk? You're just going to do whatever you think is right. But everybody is so different. And just that thought, because if you deal with anxiety, those thoughts start to eat you up, and it makes you all weird.
Bruh, I remember the first time I couldn't get erect for a girl, it fucked me up.
Oh, really?
It messed me up, dog. Like, this was somebody who I had a huge crush on in high school, right? We had PE class together. She was low-key kind of chola, right? And I thought she was so cute. And then one day, like, this was like years later, after we had graduated already, I think we were hanging out, and we were like in my room, you know, I was still living at my parents' house and shit, of course, and I think I was so nervous because I had been looking forward to it for so long, I just couldn't get it up, and it had never happened to me like that before.
Really?
It had never happened to me like that before, and then like,
I would think you would just fucking explode on the spot.
I just couldn't even get it up, dog.
Wow.
And so we ended up just taking a nap, and then...
Hey, you sleepy, babe? Yeah, I'll kind of sleepy, I guess.
And it fucked me up so much, I talked to my dad about it. And my dad was like...
Welcome to the club.
He was talking to me and he was like, hey, you know what, like, just, don't think about it too much. Like, if you keep thinking about it, it's just you're gonna get nervous, it's gonna keep happening. And then for sure, like, the next time I was gonna hook up with somebody, I was like, oh God, I hope this doesn't happen again. You know what I'm saying? But then you learn, like, the fucking... The oral trick, you know, where it's like, if you're not erect yet, you just go down on her for a long time.
And then wait for it to happen. Yeah.
And then if you go down on her long enough, like till she busts, and then she'll be like, all right, lay down, I'm gonna hook you up. And then it's like, then that's all kind of works out for everybody, you know?
Well, good advice.
Here's some advice for you kids. If you just go down on her until she's done, and then, so that does two things, right? It like takes off the pressure of making her bust through actual sex, and after she has her orgasm, then a lot of times she'll be like, okay, your turn, and then she hooks you up with some fellation, and then of course from the fellation you're like good to go.
See how much better Dear De La Ghettos are after time passes? Because now it's like tried and true.
Yeah.
It comes from real experience. When I look back at some of the advice videos that I did, right? I mean, they kind of make sense, but they were coming from a very immature place, which does make sense because the audience was younger at the time, so it worked for them.
Right.
But now when you have it with like an older lens, I'm like, I probably would have tackled this a lot differently. you
Yeah,
know?
facts. I mean, look, for example, dog, let me tell you how different times were back then. One of my early Dear De La Ghettos, I literally tell somebody, no, don't get into a long distance relationship. I could never do it.
Oh.
Yeah, I say that. And I'm like, I could never do it. I'm like, I need some fucking close interaction. Like, I don't think I could ever be in a long distance relationship, you know?
You just have to find the right person who it's worth. And then you found yourself a nice little Canadian asshole.
I did, and that's the thing. Nice little maple syrup covered asshole. That's the thing. I was against the long distance relationships until I met Chia, and I just told myself, if I don't at least try, I'm gonna just regret it forever. You know what I'm saying?
How funny. That was my same idea that I had with Mariel. Because
You never dated Asian women.
yeah, I hate them. No, it was mainly because I didn't see myself being in a long-term relationship again until I was in my 30s.
Okay.
So I just was like, what's the point? Like, I'm just gonna have fun,
Yeah.
talk to whoever I want. And then when Mariel came by, I was like, this girl is super fun. I'm really attracted to her. So I'm like, if I say no because I made this specific plan that I'm only gonna be in a serious until I'm 30, I'm kind of stopping myself from an opportunity that I might be able to have.
Totally.
So pursued her, and look at that, now we're engaged.
Now you're engaged, man. That's the thing, right? It's like, I think one of the main things that kind of fuels my life is like, I don't want to regret anything. So like, 90% of my decisions are like, will I look back at this and be like, I wish I would have done that. You know what I'm saying?
I say the exact same shit at every college show because people always ask like, what's the best advice you can give? And I always say it's like, if you're gonna look back at something and say I wish I would have done it, then you're fucking up. Because nothing happens. You only lose shit if you never attempted it, right? Because I think sometimes it's like a lot of young people, if you're a young person watching this, you're so scared of failure because you think everything is supposed to be perfect. But you're gonna fail at a lot of things. I failed so fucking much you have no idea. I wanted to be a cop. I wanted to be a cop. I wanted to be a teacher.
For the donuts?
And then I lost immediately because I had to run and I do pull-ups. Oh, God. I was going to be a teacher. I was a youth minister for a bit. I tried to do everything, you know? It didn't work out, but I don't hold it like I lost time, you know?
That's one of the things too. Jim Carrey gave a speech at a like he went back and did like a speech at a graduation, and they asked him like what advice was one like thing advice he has. Have you heard this? He talks about his dad. He talks about how his dad, who also really loved entertaining people, was like, okay, I gotta get a real job, and I don't know, I forget what the exact company, but then he had like, I don't know, like let's say it was like a trucking company or a refrigerator company, some shit like that. But it also ended up going out of business, right? And his advice was, from his dad, he was like, what he learned is that you can fail doing something that you don't love. So you might as well try and do what you do love.
100%.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
That's like even when people, they start up their own business, they have like this idea of what it is to be a business owner, right? And sometimes people think that being a business owner is easy because you're the boss, you get to run things. It's like, but either way, no matter what you do, like my dad says too, he goes, no matter what you do in life, whether you want to go to school, you want to pursue a career in comedy, whatever, it's going to be hard. Everybody looks at what somebody else says and says their life is easy without knowing their story, you know?
That's why social media be fucking these kids up, because all you see is the end result. All you see is the success and people living their best life after all the work. You know what I'm saying? They don't see the struggle, and sometimes you don't even see the actual legit success. You see fake ass success. People pretending to be successful. If your motivation for success is to flex and impress people, you'll never truly be happy. So many people be out there losing their minds to get validation from strangers. And I tweeted that because somebody told me that this younger dude I know, who I think is so like talented and funny, right? He's been in a funk and like hasn't been creating, and like I think he's just so busy like looking at what other people are doing, right? And like comparing himself that he's afraid to just put his shit out there. But he's dope. And like I think the problem is he doesn't realize, and a lot of these kids don't realize, that a lot of these people their success is fake, and like they're not really as happy as you think they are, you know?
100%, man. Like, I think we've been able to last on this platform for so long because we always put stuff out that made us laugh first. You know? And I think, there's trends, and it's very smart for you to follow, for you to pop off. But after a while, if you keep creating content to do stuff for other people, and then that stuff starts to fade away slowly, because it always does.
Right.
It always will. You start to feel like you're less of a person. You're not funny anymore. You don't know how to create anymore. Well, that's all on you, because you never created for yourself in the first place. So once all that attention goes away, you're left with nothing now.
Yeah, man. Totally. And it's like, the thing is like so many of these, the truffle.
Yeah, man, everything fucking good, dude.
The truffle is truffle-y. I feel like you and me, we started doing this shit and we were already we know who we are as people, right? And that's important in this industry. Because so many people, like the younger people especially, they'll get into it, they get some buzz or some hype, they don't really know who they are yet, So they're kind of like, they get lost in like the Hollywood sauce, you know what I'm saying? They start doing shit that they feel like they should be doing because it's what they see, or shit that they think like, oh, okay, he's popping, he got this car, he's doing this, I'm supposed to be doing this to keep up, right?
Yeah.
And then they get lost in this shit. Then they're depressed.
Yeah. You know what's nuts though? It's like, I'll say this too, and just to add to that point, like Tim and I, one of the things that we have in common, we still have the same friends from high school. You know what I mean? We still have the same friends from high school.
Bruh.
We still kick it. We still talk like it's normal and it's all good. So, I mean, our foundation was already strong before we got into this. It wasn't really to make friends, you know. It was to do what we wanted to do, make people laugh, and then get into the spots that we wanted to be.
Bro, it sucks for these people that this YouTuber I know, he moved to LA because he thought all the YouTubers out there were fucking best buddies, hanging out, fucking like
Guy.
he thought they were just all like BFFs out here, fucking YouTube fam out here creating shit. Came out here, he was like, man, like, you guys, YouTubers don't really. I'm like, bruh,
What are you talking about, dude?
I'm like, I don't hang out with these motherfuckers. I barely like talking to these motherfuckers at events. And like, he ended up moving back, like out of LA, but and you know, I think LA kind of left a sour taste in his mouth. But I'm like, bro, you gotta realize people don't come to LA to be friends, and that sounds kind of like I guess like jaded and like.
You can make friends anywhere. Why come here to do it?
I know, like people come here for a specific reason, right? And it's to make it in Hollywood, right?
Yeah.
And then when they end up like lonely, they get mad at Hollywood, right? They blame that for their failures out here. You and me, luckily, we have our foundation out here. We're not out here fucking trying to be buddies, you know.
Yeah.
We're trying to work.
Yeah. And that's, you know, we you know, you touched on this too, which I completely agree. It's
Touch on this.
Oh yeah, you like that? All right. Oh, there's not much there though. But you know, when somebody comes here wanting to collab and be with every YouTuber or whatever social media star, and they come here for the purpose of popping off, and then they leave the city saying everybody's fake, nobody's real friends. That's you. You're talking about yourself. You came here with the idea of mooching off somebody else. And now that you've done it, and now you guys aren't friends, you're surprised. That's your fault.
And you came out here and you surrounded yourself with other people who are trying to do the exact same thing. What do you expect that was going to happen?
It's unfair for you to blame the city on that.
I hate it, dog.
Yeah, you know?
Fucking let me see somebody tweet, somebody that I know. Let me see them tweet. LA is fake. I'm like, all right, man. Let me tell you what the problem is. All right.
You know, I'm not hating on them too, because when I first came to the city too, I think I had those feelings because of what other people were telling me, and it kind of incepted my mind. And when I thought about it, I was like, wait, I've made good friends here.
Right.
So what am I talking about? You know?
Or you'll have these people, dog, who are in that same boat, right? They'll come to LA, they hear all the shit about LA people are fake as fuck, right? Then they'll go to the parties where, like, a schmoozing event, saying like all anybody cared about was like working, and they asked me, like, everyone was mad fake, but like nobody at that party was from LA, bro.
Yeah.
Everybody was like you, coming from fucking buttfuck Wisconsin, fucking Oshkosh, Wisconsin, because you want to be a IG model. You know what I'm saying? Like, fuck out of here.
You just like the biggest takeaway is like you got to also look at yourself. You know, if you're that person too, and you're shitting on other people for doing that, that's more of a reflection on you, right? Like, I came here and I make great friends. We're eating right now.
Like one of my favorite white girl phrases. Sounds like a personal problem.
It really is though. It really is.
Yes, bro. And yes, you can make good friends through the business. We're like friends for real now.
Yeah, and it took time too. Like we knew of each other for a while, but then when we finally got to know each other, but it took the Send Foods thing for us to like share a meal and then, you know, have conversations. Like, oh, we actually have a lot in common.
Yeah.
But that didn't come from a YouTube event. It came from us eating and hanging out.
Let me tell you how I knew I fucked with David, right? This motherfucker talks a lot. He will not shut up sometimes. But we drove a whole hour and a half to San Diego to shoot an episode of Send Foods, talking the whole time, and I had no problems.
That's the perfect example.
We're talking the whole time, but I do not mind this conversation at all. This is great conversation. David is cool.
And sometimes too, we don't even have to talk. We just chilling.
Exactly.
You know? There's a lot of people too who feel that pressure of always talking, and you don't have to do that sometimes. And I think that's a sign of good friendship.
Yeah, man. But anyways, your dick is uncircumcised.
Yes.
I am circumcised.
Oh, Mr. Clean Guy here. Oh, Mr. Fresh Dick. Excuse me.
Actually, I remember the first time I seen an uncircumcised dick. It was like in junior high. The homie used to like love whipping his dick out. All right, in class.
And then you shaved it before he never did it again.
No, we didn't shave before because like we thought it was the funniest shit. But he was uncircumcised, and I remember being like, "Oh, that's different than mine." But he would just be in class. He would just be like, "Yo." He would just have it out. We'd all crack up.
Why? And now he's in jail.
Yeah, no. And now he runs $1 million. No, I'm just playing. I don't know. Maybe he is in jail. And by the way, this mukbang is brought to you by who, David?
CBD Farmhouse. If you guys like CBD, which I personally do, CBD Farmhouse is one of my favorite companies that I personally use. I'm not just saying that just to say it. Like a lot of CBD places, they're like snake oil. They don't really have great quality control. Well, CBD Farmhouse actually has their own lab and it's all tested in-house, which is not very common. So quality control is completely up to them. Delta 8 gummies, if you guys haven't had that, amazing. The CBD freeze. They also have bath bombs. They have
CBD bath bombs?
CBD bath bombs, bro.
Wow, that sounds great.
They have lotions. They have flour. They have basically anything that you can think of, and they're actually a huge provider for other stores too. But CBD Farmhouse is my to-go thing. So if you guys want to go ahead and check that out, you can follow it by hitting the link below, and then you guys will get a 15% off on your order.
Wow.
Yeah. The biggest thing that I do is when Mariel starts to yell at me, I take the CBD gummy, and I'm like, this is all good, because she makes my anxiety go crazy. I always get weird comments on the Genius Brain podcast about like penis size, where I feel like there's a huge obsession with dudes and how big their dick is, and I'm like, are you even getting pussy in the first place? Let's talk about that first.
Dudes are more concerned about that than girls are, to be honest. Because like, first, I feel like a girl that has actual experience with dicks isn't so pressed about the size like fuck it like these like kids are. You know what I'm saying? Like the kids that only see like jokes on social media and shit, those are the ones that are like really obsessed with dick size. And I can't speak for all women. I'm sure a lot of women like love huge dicks as well. But just from my experience, everybody's different. It varies. I've also communicated with ladies who were like, no, he was too big. Yours is just right. Or maybe she was lying to me. I don't know. But I think that
I've heard the too big thing from a couple of people, and I was like, "Are you being for real?" They're like, "Yeah, like it's uncomfortable. Like you have to get used to it." But she's like, "If we're just hooking up, I'm like, oh, time to get used to a dick size."
right. You know? I think here's what people don't realize is that like dicks vary in size, just like vaginas vary in size. You know what I'm saying?
That was the interesting that I think when I remember because after I had my very first girlfriend, right? I was like, okay, let me just loosen up a little bit, and not be so selective.
Right.
I was like, oh, this vagina feels different. And I was shocked. It was like surprising because nobody told me this stuff.
Like, yes, of course they can all accommodate pushing a baby through, right? But at the same time, like I had a homegirl I used to work with at CBK, and she was like, dude, I think I have a pretty like shallow vagina. And I think like when I mess with big dudes, it's not as comfortable for me. Like I would rather have somebody who's just kind of like average, you know? And everybody's different. And I feel like I've also definitely, I felt like I had to warn girls about me curving to the right, because I think one thing that you never see in porn is curved dicks, right? And so I'm like, so when I was thinking like, okay, it's about getting there, I might be like, this is gonna lead to some sex with this fine young lady, I'll be like, just so you know, I curve to the right, don't be scared, it's perfectly natural. You know what I'm saying? I just throw it out there because it's funny. But also, for me, I learned to like use it to my advantage. It became like a special trick. Yeah, because you know how like the G-spot like goes up? It's like up in there? Yeah, if I put it on the side, it just goes like up into it.
Oh, look at that. This is man knows how to make lemonade out of his lemons. A little dick juice out of curd dick is what they say.
But you know who raps about curved dicks all the time? Fucking Megan Thee Stallion.
Really?
She has a song called like Captain Hook, where she like talks about how much she wants a dick with a hook in it.
These ladies are crazy. They say some nasty stuff, don't they? Well, that's why when people were talking about like WAP, when WAP came out, they were all surprised, and I'm like, this is nothing new. Like, I don't know why everybody. And so the weirdest thing was, like, I think like that kind of stuff, subject-wise, if a girl says something about it, that's kind of in their realm. There's some of these dudes that are on their high horse talking about oh, I don't want my daughter. I'm like, bro, do you watch porn?
Bro,
Do you masturbate to porn? Do you listen to other fucking rappers say this type of shit too? So you're on your high horse for no fucking reason. It
And-
makes no sense.
do you remember when I was in high school, you know what dropped? Fucking, my neck, my back, lick my pussy and my crack. And I remember being in high school and being like, lick your crack too.
I know that was an option.
That's a thing? Girls like that? Just being shocked. Oh! Side story, bro. Oh, so this is I can tell you guys about this now. I'm on a new MTV show.
The only thing that people love more than delicious food is delicious food fails.
Please play that like 90 more times.
Join Tiffany Thiessen and her panel of foodie experts
Bye-bye, eyebrows.
for the ultimate holiday fail feast.
Hold it down.
I'm okay.
Deliciousness. New series premieres Monday, December 14th at 7. After all new episodes of Ridiculousness on MTV.
It's ridiculousness, but it's all food clips. And the host is Kelly Kapowski, Tiffany Thiessen. I've told you this already.
I didn't even know her real name.
Tiffany Thiessen.
She's so fine.
She is a pretty woman, yes. I mean, Kelly Kapowski back in the day was probably like my first crush.
Really?
Yes, dude, like my first like TV crush. But her and like, I don't know, Ashley Banks. You know
My
what I'm
first
saying?
TV crush was actually Denise.
Denise.
Cosby Show.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, you know, plug your ears, babe. Let me tell you something. Being on set with Kelly Kapowski, it's like, oh my god.
It's like, oh yeah.
Earmuffs, babe. But
No.
so funny moment the other day. She went on some like retreat with her homegirls, and she came back to set, and she was like, "I heard this song the other day for the first time. We played it like 10 times all weekend. I'd never heard it before." And they were like, "What song is it?" She's like, "You know, it's like My Neck, My Back." I'm like, "Girl, that's a classic."
That was the first time she heard it?
Yes. So picture this, bro. Imagine, if you will, Kelly Kapowski singing "My Neck, My Back."
Life is good.
I was like, is this some weird? I'm having a fever dream right now. Like, what the fuck is happening? This is crazy.
Kelly Kapowski, man. Even her name, Kapowski, sounds sexual.
But make sure y'all watch Deliciousness premiering on MTV December 14th.
Mario Lopez.
Mario Lopez. Oh, his nostrils on point.
Yeah, it's just perfect. Nostrils. Oh boy.
Yeah, no, Mario Lopez. What the fuck? Yeah, what were they drinking at Saved by the Bell?
He's aged probably the best out of anybody I've ever seen. Even better than Jennifer Lopez.
Oh, that motherfucker beautiful.
No, I definitely think that they're doing like some kind of like skin laser treatment or something.
Oh yeah, for sure. Some type of a little Botox here and there.
Oh, because speaking of classics, the Fresh Prince reunion,
Oh yes.
amazing.
Oh man.
And I remember just watching the lovely lady come out. My one of your first loves,
Hillary?
not Hillary,
Ashley?
Ashley Banks. So cute. Still so cute.
Bro, so if you guys didn't watch that episode on my podcast with Dante Bosco yet, watch it, because I talked to him.
He kissed her.
Yes, bro. Yes. He made out with her on Faking the Funk. And I remember it was years after, you know, I'd watched Faking the Funk, years after me and Dante had become like cool already. And one day I like just sat up on the couch and I texted him. I was like, bruh, you made out with Ashley fucking Banks. So wow. And he was just kind of like, LOL, yeah, nah, me and Tati are, you know, blah, blah, that's the homegirl. I was like, wow.
She is so cute.
And then I grabbed him, and I kissed him on the mouth. Oh my god, I feel like I'm kissing Ashley Banks.
He's like, let go of me, man. No. Back up. Mind your business, right? Just mind your business. I actually met Ashley Banks, also known as, well, I forgot her real name.
Tatiana Ali, man.
Tatiana Ali. Loved her music too, by the way. Amazing singer.
Yes.
But I met her at this event that I was invited to. My boys were performing.
Yeah.
And they didn't tell me that they knew her. Like, they're actually really, really good friends. I didn't fucking know, so they invited her out to the show. And like, yo, have you met Tati? And I'm like, who? And this is a really dark event. I can't see shit. You know, it's like a club scenery. Come up, shake the woman's hand, and I look up, and it's Tatiana Ali. And then I fucking froze, and I did the creepiest thing ever. I didn't let go of her hand because I didn't know what to say. Because I just freaked the fuck out.
Not even trying to be funny?
Not even trying to be funny. I just I shook her hand. I was like, hey, nice to meet you. And I looked up, and I just went like that for like a solid. It felt like a fucking eternity.
And you went,
No, but I just remember holding her hand. But she said I was really adorable after that. But during that moment, I wish I would have said something instead of holding her hand with my sweaty ass palm.
Yeah.
And I wish they would have fucking warned me.
that was the Ashley.
It was the. You can't just say her name all like Tati. You know, how am I supposed to know that? You know?
And she's like, I met the most adorable, creepy, chubby Asian man today.
He was the gookiest little boy I've ever seen.
And she's like, you know what? If he would have just said something, I would have fucked that guy.
And then I just don't say stuff like that because.
Speaking of awkward fans, you just reminded me. You know what Andrew used to do? Andrew Garcia, when I went on tour with YTF, and whenever the fans were awkward, Andrew liked to make it like extra awkward. So this is what Andrew did this one time in a meet and greet. I fucking died. So this awkward fan comes up during the picture moment. He's like, all right, well, I don't really know what to do. And Andrew's like, no, it's cool. Here. All right, the cameraman's about to take the picture. He's like, pew, 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 pew. All right, y'all, thanks for watching this mukbang. Don't forget, CBD Farmhouse, get you a discount down below. Also, these Christmas sweaters, goodybrand.com, where the ho's at. Remember, we're not talking about ladies. All men and women can be hoes. I was definitely a hoe for a very intense summer of my life. So, where the ho's at, Christmas sweater. Anything else you want to say, bro?
See you guys next time, Genius Brain Podcast. And remember, mukbang yourself away. Alright.
The royal penis is clean, Your Highness.
Thank you, king shit.